I never thought I'd be the type of woman to plan a wedding with one hand and plot revenge with the other. My name is Leah, and 6 months ago, I was engaged to the man I thought I'd spend the rest of my life with, Evan. Charming, intelligent, successful. The kind of man your mother warns you about, only after he's already ruined you. I wasn't naive. At least, I didn't think I was. But when it came to Evan, I ignored the little signs. The late-night texts he claimed were from work, the sudden need for privacy on a shared phone plan, and the business trips that always seemed to happen around holidays. Still, I loved him. We had been together for 3 years, and when he got down on one knee at the rooftop of our favorite restaurant, ring in hand, I said yes without hesitation. That night, I became a fiancé, and 2 weeks later, I became a detective. It started with a gut feeling, one I couldn't shake. I noticed Evan had changed his phone passcode. It wasn't like him. Then I saw a receipt in the trash. A bouquet of roses delivered to a woman named Jay, with a note that read, "You looked beautiful last night. Same time next week?" There was no Jay in our lives. No sister, no cousin, no friend. Just this mystery initial, and my racing heart. I didn't confront him. Not yet. Instead, I started collecting the evidence. Like I said, I wasn't naive anymore. I logged into our shared iCloud and backed up his photos. And what I found, well, it could have shattered me. Selfies of him and Jay. Real name, Jasmine. Dinner dates, hotel room pics, even a video of them in a bubble bath. All taken over the last 5 months, right under my nose. And here's the kicker. He had told her he was single. I cried. I screamed into a pillow. Then, I stopped. What I didn't do was confront him, because somewhere deep down, a darker voice in me whispered, "Make him pay." And make it unforgettable, I wasn't about to walk away quietly. Not after he made a fool of me. So I planned. Every move, every word, every beat of what would become the most unforgettable wedding in our circle's history. I didn't call off the wedding. In fact, I amped it up. We sent the invitations, booked the venue. Flowers, dress, cake, the works. All the while, Evan remained the doting groom-to-be, completely unaware that I knew his secret life. And Jasmine? Oh, she was still in the picture. I kept tabs on her, too. Their affair was still going strong. I even saw a photo of them together 3 days before our wedding. But Evan made one mistake too many. 2 days before the big day, he left his email open on our shared laptop. There it was. An email to Jasmine, greater than, "Just wait. After the wedding, I'll figure things out. She's got money, and I need that prenup signed first. Then we're gone." I saw red. But more than that, I saw opportunity. On the day of the wedding, I wore the dress. I smiled for photos. I held his hand like everything was fine. Family and friends filled the garden ceremony. The air was sweet, warm, full of laughter and champagne. And then, it was time for vows. The officiant smiled. Evan took my hands, and just as he began to speak, I stopped him. I turned to the crowd and took a deep breath. "Before we continue," I said, "I'd like to say a few words. About love, about loyalty, and about lies." The guests grew silent. Today, I was supposed to become Evan's wife, but in truth, I've already been his victim. I reached under the podium and pulled out a tablet. What followed was a presentation. Yes, a presentation of screenshots, emails, and photos of Evan and Jasmine. Kiss after kiss, hotel after hotel, lie after lie, gasps, murmurs, a few audible "oh my gods." I ended with the email he sent her about my money and the prenup. "Evan," I said, turning back to him, "you were right. There is a prenup, but it's already signed. And thanks to the clause I added last week, cheating voids any financial claim you thought you had." He was frozen, speechless. I handed him a manila envelope. "Those are annulment papers. You can sign them once you're done packing." And then, I walked out. No screaming, no tears. just the click of my heels and the applause of my friends behind me.